Hi, I'm doing Call of Duty series and you should follow it on Instagram. The one for this one is yellow. Yellow is a primary color, so it is not a combination of pigments, it is its own thing. Yellow is the color that we use to represent warmth, so that means that it might not work well for most cool seasons, and even for some of the warm seasons if they have an olive undertone. If you are one of the cool seasons, then yellow might not harmonize well with you. It can clash with your cool undertones if you are way too cool, but if you're more on the neutral side, then it can actually work for you very well depending on the yellow that you choose. On the other hand, autumns and springs look fantastic in yellow. Of course, it's going to depend on the type of yellow that they go for. Neon yellow is way too much for autumns, but very muted and soft yellows can drain the coloring of a spring. Having an olive undertone doesn't automatically make you a cool season. They are a bit more on the neutral side, so we also have warmer olives and cooler olives. You can watch this video about olive undertones in darker skin tones. Color analysis is about choosing the right colors for you, and the way that you do that is by altering the color dimensions to edit that color. First we have hue and temperature. Hue is just color itself, and temperature is about it being warm or cool. Yellow is warm, but unlike orange, which is also very warm, you can make it a little bit cooler. It's never going to be cool, but you can make it a little bit cooler by adding some green to it. Then we have value, which is about how light or dark a color can be, and yellow can be either, so we're just going to leave this slider in the middle. You can have both a very light and sunny yellow or a darker burnt yellow, kind of mustard yellow actually. Finally we have saturation and chroma, and this one is about how bright or muted a color can be. And again, yellow can be both. You can get a very muted yellow or a very bright neon yellow. So, seeing all of these sliders together, it helps you see that yellow is a color that works more for the warmer seasons. Still, some cool seasons can wear it, but it's not always going to be the best. First we have springs, and just like blue is one of the main colors for winters, yellow is one of the main colors for springs. It effortlessly harmonizes with the radiant and warm palette. Clear springs can confidently wear the brightest and boldest yellows. Remember that the palettes for clear spring are going to have a very tropical vibe. So of course that's going to include very lively and sunny yellows. They can wear what you would consider like a true primary color yellow or even a neon yellow if they are brave enough. If that's too intimidating, then like a soft canary yellow can be an option. It still maintains the vibrancy that clear spring will need, but it's also not as intimidating as bright neon yellow. Light springs, on the other hand, should go for less intense yellows, like freshly bloomed flowers, something that's soft, delicate, but still vibrant. It's still like yellows can help brighten up the look without overpowering them, so those are perfect. Do keep in mind that even if light springs have a higher saturation level, they are not as bright as the clear spring, so something as bright as the neon yellow can be too much for them. So if you look good in it, you're probably a clear spring instead. The words summer and sunny go hand in hand in color analysis. Summers are on the neutral side, not necessarily only cool. That means that some warm colors can work for them, and yellow is one of those. As a summer, if you have a very cool undertone, then yellow might not work for you. But if you still want to try it, you can use it in like small pieces, accessories, bags, jewelry, instead of just like the whole main piece. Yellow can be a great color for light summers. It can add a touch of radiance to the cool and gentle palette. However, since they are still cool season, they should go for yellows that are a bit more toned down than the ones for the light springs. On the other hand, soft summers can get easily upstaged by warm colors. Actually, summers get easily overpowered by strong colors, so actually if you feel like most of the colors available in stores don't work for you unless they are very soft, gentle pastels, then this might be your season. The yellows need to be extremely soft and muted, think whispering instead of shouting, because they are the complete opposite of clear springs. They need something that's not going to compete with them and harmonizes with their cool features. If you still don't know your season, then you need to check this playlist to find yours. And if you want me to do it for you, then you can hire me as a personal stylist at gokustyling.com. If you like the swatches that I've been using during the color week, then you can go get one of my dark skin palettes to find the best colors for you. If you want a discount on my services, then all you have to do is go to theoryofbrown.com. Then we have autumns, and well, yellow can be one of the main colors for autumns. Its intensity and saturation level can be way too much for the more muted autumns. That's not just in the case of soft autumns, some dark autumns can be a little bit more muted as well. You can be in between types, and if you think that's your case, then you can watch this other video on it. Dark autumns should wear the rich and deep variations of yellow, such as honey and mustard. Dark autumn palettes are basically what you would consider spicy colors, not as in fiery colors, but in the literal sense that many of the colors in dark autumn palette are also the colors from spices like turmeric and curry. Soft autumns need to be a lot more careful with the choices because, of course, yellow can be quite strong. The version of yellow is going to be a lot more earthy, a lot more subtle, something that's a little bit more on like the brownish yellow side. Yellows that are too bright and too bold can easily overpower them, and that's not what we want. It's essential for soft autumns to choose less intense versions of yellow. That allows them to add a fun pop of color without losing the balance of their gentle palette. Finally, we have winters, and even if yellow might not be one of the main colors, it doesn't mean that no winter can wear yellow. If you're a clear winter, then the trick is to go for the yellows from the clear spring palette. You need to start thinking about the yellows that radiate energy. Their exuberance is going to warm up your look. Something important, and I always say it, is that the darker you are, the more colors you're going to be able to handle. So some clear winters can actually look very good in yellow, especially if they are more on the neutral side and they are also very dark, so you can try them out. On the other hand, dark winters might have a harder time pulling yellow off, especially if they do have a lower saturation level, meaning that maybe you are a combination between a dark winter and a soft summer. However, it can work for them if they go for the rich and deep yellows from the dark autumn palette. Yellow is a color that symbolizes happiness, energy, and positivity. In color psychology, it is often linked to feelings of joy, optimism, and playfulness, making it a color that's usually associated with happiness and fun. But understandably so, it is a very loud color, so a lot of people might find it intimidating and they might not even try it, like, at all. I'm a clear spring and I love yellow. Yellow and pink are my favorite colors, so one of my phones is yellow and the other one is supposed to be like the goldish. Well, right now it's like iridescent. I just realized it was a great color. It is a lot, it can be a lot, but then you start realizing that it's okay that sometimes colors can be a lot, but if they do match your intensity, they're going to look good. But what's your season? Do you like yellow? Do you hate it? It's kind of a polarizing color along with orange. A lot of people don't like it. I used to be one of those people, but then realized it was good for me. But maybe you should give it a try. Like, if you go for the right yellow, then there's a high chance that it's going to look very good on you. If you want to save the swatches that I have been using in these videos, then you need to go to my Instagram, and I have also been posting inspiration for a few outfits. And if you want your own chart, then you can hire me as a personal stylist at gokustyling.com. Bye!